I have a question.
Yes.
Um, Sometimes the chakras are depicted in art with Buddhas and Taras. This may not have a practical application to daily life. Um, Nonetheless, is there something that could be said about that?
Uh, I really don't know how they depict. Well, I do. I read a lot of books about chakras, and you're right. They very rarely apply the energy of any of the chakras to living in a practical world. One of the main elements of what I teach is that the chakra system, is connected to the practical world, is connected to the spiritual world. It's connected to both worlds. And both worlds have to be lived in consciously. We weren't born into all this materialistic existence and the earth and the kind of karma that people have, in order not to learn something from being here. And what do we have to learn? How to deal with the tension, the problems, the difficulties, the sufferings that go on in the world without allowing them to tear us away from our spiritual practice, and using them as a reason to grow, because the only way you can deal with the kind of stuff that goes on in this world is to build a connection with higher energy in the universe. So instead of the material world and the practical life world that we live in being something to rip us away from a spiritual life, it is something to remind us that we have to continue to grow, or we're going to get sucked right into that world of suffering and pain and difficulty and greed and money and et cetera, you know, and not allow it, to teach us that in order to be free of it, we have to be connected with God, with a higher force. And all of this takes place in the chakra system. Without the highly developed chakra system in a human being, you understand, life just eats them alive. Karma eats them alive. Highly developed chakra system. First of all, the chakra below the navel, the Japanese call it the hara, the Chinese the tatien. That chakra is rootedness. It's chi, it's foundation and balance inside a human being. If that chakra isn't developed in a human being, uh, everything just literally eats their energy. I mean, karma and life itself, the objective world, eats their energy. But having that grounding in that third chakra, enabling to keep your mind focused there, and allowing the mind to strengthen that chakra, breathing there, to using the breath, the strength gives you the strength not to be eaten alive by material things. It also gives you the strength to, and what happened to her? It disappeared. It also gives one the strength to be connected to spirit, to higher energy in the universe. So it all works together. You understand? Everything is a reason to grow, not a reason to have your life taken away from you. And the chakra system and the development of a chakra system is the key to all of this. The heart chakra. I mean, God is love. Life is love. When we learn how to love living in the world, we have truly, we're working out our karma. When we have developed this capacity to sustain happiness and joy and love inside ourselves, we're working out our karma. We have truly found the reason why we were born on the earth. God is love. And all of these other things are a test of whether or not we can find that inside ourselves. Open heart enables us to truly experience an unconditional love. So, I mean, the mind, the third eye, it's the same thing. You can fill it with informational knowledge and data and literally drive yourself crazy, or you can quiet the mind and allow it to receive energy that is infinite in the universe, that's full of knowledge and wisdom, real knowledge, real wisdom that enables you to determine what's real, what's an illusion in life, how to function, how to make choices, how to live in the world. And each chakra serves this kind of purpose. The throat chakra, we need to communicate in life. The throat chakra is all clogged up, then our communication is like static on a radio. People don't talk to each other. They don't listen to each other. They talk at each other. They don't listen to anything that is being said to them. And same thing in the sexual area. Sexual energy is the energy of it's the energy of birth. It's also the energy of rebirth. When that chakra is highly developed in a human being, we undergo profound inner rebirth. We literally resurrect ourselves. And that resurrection of oneself activates Kundalini, the pathway to spiritual enlightenment. So each chakra has a very practical purpose. And each chakra has a very esoterical purpose. And it does both. Because both are essential if we're going to truly become free. Does anyone else have a question? I hope this is clear, because and she's right. Not too many people write about this. People have all these kind of, you got to have love, you got to have joy, you got to, God is love, but they never tell you how to do it. They never tell you how to do it. They have all the right words. But then you ask them, well, how do I get my mind quiet? And duh. Nobody has an answer. How do I get the sexual energy, to, you know, well, how to resurrect myself with sexual energy, how to get born inside. People have no answers, but they know that something has to be done with it. And it's all very practical. You have tools, mind and breath. We have need to have a spiritual life, will to do it. Combine those four ingredients, and you have a possibility of truly overcoming oneself and being connected with spirit and God. And all of this exists inside us. We don't have to go anywhere to find it. We need to go somewhere to get training in how to do it. But it all exists inside us. And once we find out how to do it, understand, we can work on ourselves every day in order to connect with this higher energy, to get free of life, to get free, become happy people, basically. Does anyone else have a question? If you try to ever understand this stuff with a rational mind, you will make yourself crazy. You really will. But if you use the tools to open and develop the chakras, it will all begin to make sense. And it's the same tools. We use our minds to think. We're figuring out everything in life and always getting practically nowhere. You understand? We breathe. My God, stop breathing for 2 minutes and see what happens. You know? I mean, it's just the things we use every day, just learning to use them consciously. Does anyone else have a question? I mean, this book I've just written is full of this stuff. It really is, you know. It's about what I've been talking about today, plus a lot of other things. Does anyone else have well, I'm tired of asking that question. Okay. As I announced, there will be meditation this evening, and God bless her, Jennifer will be teaching the class. And as I said, really, if people support that and make a point of going there, because it's really an amazing opportunity for her to grow, I will start classes like that for other people. You know, maybe not on Thursday, but different nights of the week or different times when there's slots open. So there will be class, and God bless you all. Have a wonderful day today. And also, the next class will be on Sunday, and I'm looking forward to seeing everybody. Thank you. Bless you.
Thank you very much, Stuart.
Right. Thank you, Stuart.
Bye.